There's so much drama going on right now. What's up all my social climbing friends, it's Dustin and I am back with another video. Now this video is going to be a little bit, well a lot of bit, different than any video that I've ever done. I kind of wanted to like get back to like the OG YouTube in a sense, and you'll know what I mean here in just a moment. I did take some inspiration from Ashley, Beauty with Ashley. I'll be linking her channel down below, but I'm gonna try to like mesh everything that I love about YouTube into one video. We are going to be talking about Thomas Halbert and him quitting YouTube, allegedly, whatever. I'm kind of over it. But basically what we're going to do, I woke up this morning incredibly early. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I got a dozen assorted donuts. I am not a Dunkin' Donuts person. I am a Krispy Kreme person, but Dunkin' Donuts just happens to be down the street from my house. I also did get this Dunkin' Donuts. It's a Oreo hot chocolate. I'm gonna try it. I made an incredible mess with this trying to come into my house. I had the box and I had this sitting on top of it. When I opened the gate to get into my house, like this tipped over and it like burnt my hand. And there was like chocolate gooiness like everywhere and I had to clean that up. I was really pissed and this was really, really hot. But I'm gonna be trying this stuff. I'm gonna be doing a face mask. This is the ceramic slip cleanser from Sunday Riley. You guys know I love Sunday Riley so much. I have not ever used this, and this is not gonna work with this ring light, but I don't really know how I'm gonna do this all in one setting, but we're gonna try it. So I figured that I would try a donut first. Look at this. Look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's all dirty. Like I tried to clean up everything, like it went everywhere. Everywhere. So let's see what I got here. Oh, those look like Halloween donuts. Am I getting like am I getting like recycled donuts, Dunkin'? Like they just put this Dunkin' down the street from my house. So never been there before. I've been to Dunkin' though. Oh, I know what that is. That's butterscotch. That is strawberry. I don't know what those are. That is definitely like some kind of like filled donut. I don't know. So I told Ashley Kyle when we were talking, when I told her I was gonna make this video, that I kind of wanted to do like a cake donut. So we're gonna be trying this. This smells really good. It looks like it's got sugar all over it. Oh, oh my god, that went everywhere. I'm gonna have to vacuum now. But this is definitely a cake donut. Okay, we're done with this donut. Like, this is horrible. It's going everywhere, but damn, it's good. This is not a Trisha Paytas style mukbang, although it is kind of inspired by her as well. You guys know I used to live for Trisha, and now I've got a fucking mess. Not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. Now, let's try this really hot, fucking hot chocolate. Do you see, like, I don't know if you can see it. It's incredibly, like, dark like Oreos. I used to be a really big fan of Oreos. I'm not really, like, I don't dislike Oreos now, but, you know, like, your taste buds change when you get older. I used to eat a whole sleeve of those things. I'm not really too big on Oreos right now. I like golden Oreos. Weird, I know. But let's give this a go, and Lord, I hope that this lid is on here good, because I am so not in the mood to take a bath with this hot ass shit. I'm nervous. And you guys, I got a really raw deal with this. I literally woke up out of bed, was texting Ashley and was like, I want donuts, and she was like, I want Starbucks. So I went and got my donuts, she went and got her Starbucks, and here we are. Here's nothing. Oh, that's really hot. I mean, I guess I can't really complain too much about that because it's hot chocolate. Like, hot's in the name, right? It is good though. I like it. It has like little chunks of like Oreos in it. I don't know why that's good, but it is. I'm probably losing like half of my subscriber count now because of this, because this is poorly executed, but whatever, it's my channel. Whatever. And I do, where did everything go? I'm gonna show you guys a little thing that I do when I put on a face mask. I know that when I put on that face mask with Rich Lux, damn it, I actually meant to bring a palette in here because fuck? I am not prepared at all for this. Actually, I'm gonna use this. This is actually brand new. I ordered it when I ordered my Good Jeans. It came in a little pack together, so there is the little thing. Typically, when I put on a face mask, I either use this brush. It's just a little synthetic elf brush. Like, I love it so much. It's small, but it takes forever to put it on. But I have these Artiste brushes. I know these are used for makeup. However, it is so easy, and like, it applies the face mask so like evenly. Let me zoom in just a little bit because you don't know that. But I found that it's really easy to get my whole face in just a couple swipes. This is a clean brush. I use my what is that stuff called? Micellar water to to clean my brush. Although it does look like it's shedding one hair here because this one's like hella long. Oh well, I don't care. YOLO. But that, I am like the messiest. What the fuck? I was not expecting it to be that runny. Like, it says clay. Ceramic slip cleanser. It says it has clay in it. That does not look like clay. That looks like something else. But I'm not going to say that because we know how YouTube is. Monetize one moment and then go on the next. So I mean, this is really going to spread this like over my face like really good. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. But I know you guys are like, what the fuck? You're already like 7 minutes into this video and you have not talked one thing about Thomas Halbert. So 7 minutes and 15 seconds, we're going to start talking shit. Well, we're going to talk about Thomas Halbert. So you guys know that a lot of drama channels have been talking about Thomas Halbert. Well, not even really a lot of drama channels. Like Ashley and I look like a fucking mess. I'm going to have to wash this comforter. But basically, a lot of channels have been talking about Thomas Halbert. I think I've made videos about Thomas Halbert. Tawny Michelle has made videos about Thomas Halbert. Ashley Kyle has made videos about Thomas Halbert. There's a few other channels. I know that Sam here for the tea is going to be making a video about Thomas Halbert because she actually has like a personal experience with him because he's like a shit person in that sense. But anyway, he has said some really vile shit on Twitter and I decided that I wanted to talk about it. I don't know how I feel about this because I cannot see it on my skin at all whatsoever. It's all over my comforter. It looks like I had a good time in here, if you know what I mean. But there's some tweets that I'm going to get into. Let me grab my phone. I'm so excited. I ordered Eric the new Coral iPhone XR because he wanted an orange phone. Why he didn't want the XS Max, I don't know. But I ordered the product red. I am coming from an iPhone X. To that, I tweeted and I asked if that... I asked if that was going to be a downgrade. But people were like, no. Like, I just wanted it because it's product red. I've always wanted a red phone. And so I got it. Anyway, let's get into these texts, tweets, what the fuck ever. I'm just gonna say, like, off gate, I love Sunday Riley, especially like the Good Jeans, like in that UFO oil. I sound like Laura Lee. God, like, what the fuck? It's way too early. I like the UFO oil, but I am not feeling this at all. Like, this does not feel like it feels like I got a pearl necklace. Let's see here. So we're gonna go line by line with these tweets with what Thomas Halbert said. And you guys, you know, a funny thing about Thomas Halbert is too, I want to point out that he did, like, I haven't checked, but when he uploaded this new video that was like kind of his apology or whatever, he says it's not an apology video, but to me it was. He made the video that he had initially made about Jeffree Star like public again. I have it like on a video like screen capped to prove that. I know a lot of people were saying that it was not playing for them. It played for me. Someone tweeted at Thomas and he actually quote tweeted them. The tweet said, I think what he meant was when you're 21 you still can be immature and childish, yet you're considered an adult. Thomas quote tweeted this and said, I misunderstood. Nothing I say makes sense. I'm just glad I have people that listen and try to understand rather than make quick assumptions and villainize me because said that or lightly touched on mental illness and using it as an excuse. I'm moving on, hope they learn as well. My whole thing with Thomas and this is, like, he has blatantly, in my opinion, used mental health and mental well-being as a crutch for him to be like a shitty person. Like, you cannot make an excuse for being a shitty person. Like, if you do shit things, you cannot blame it on mental health. And I know a lot of people were trying to like rationalize this shit, but oh, he's only 21, his brain is not like fully grown. Like, stop making excuses for people. Stop doing that. Someone tweeted to Thomas in response to his quote tweet and said, I have BPD, depression, anxiety, and you don't see me making false allegations against people. Thomas said, no correlation, babe. Go whine to someone else. Like, okay. This is somebody that's sharing their opinion, and while he may not agree with it, and I'm kind of guilty myself of this, I do encourage debate, but like when you come at me sideways, like, I'm gonna be a smart ass to you. Like, I'm sorry, like, it's just built into my DNA. That's who I am. I can admit that and own that all day. If you come for me, I will come back and send for you. Like, that's just how it works. I don't really think that that was like too crazy, but him telling her to go whine, like, when she was like actually talking about mental health, that was kind of fucked up in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think that he should have been like saying go whine to someone else, because he's literally getting on the internet whining about his mental health or using it as a crutch, but then he's gonna turn around and say that to someone else. That's not how this works. Thomas then quote tweeted someone that said, you will never grow like other beauty influencers, poor thing. Thomas said, thankfully I'm pursuing other projects behind the scenes so I can make my brisk exit from this toxic hellhole that does nothing but make me want to consistently kill myself. So yeah, I'm good. I love, enjoy your faves. Why would he say that? Why would he say that when he's trying to advocate for mental health? Like, I don't get what neurons are clicking in Thomas Halbert's brain. I don't get what he's trying to convey, but this dude is clearly all over the place. And I've been friends with people like Thomas. I'm not trying to like group people or stereotype people, but I have been friends with people that act like Thomas. And what I mean by that is, there are people out here that will literally say shit to get a reaction when they feel like they've done something wrong, to gain pity from other people, which is not okay. I do not condone that type of behavior. But if you are going to leave a platform, if you are going to move on, you do not need to make your like departure known. Just like people that leave unsubbed comments on videos, like, if you feel this way, Thomas, you could have came on here and been like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna take some time off. You could have left out all this extra. Like, you try to make things what they are not. You try to blow things up out of proportion and just totally make people either really dislike you for the things that you say or feel sympathy for you. And that's kind of gross. Like, I don't seek validation from people on the internet. It is amazing, the people that watch me and you guys that interact with me. I love that so much, and I would really miss it if that was ever cut off from me. But I don't come on here seeking sympathy and validation from others. When you start seeking validation from other people, you're going to be let down, because at some point in time, the people that once validated you are not going to validate you anymore. I sound like a really crazy person, but if this makes sense to you, please let me know down below. I've just never had the mentality that I have to be validated by someone else. Like, I know what I am, I know my worth, I know who I am, I know what I answer to, I know who I answer to, and things like that. So when he does things like this is him seeking attention, and I do not like that whatsoever. Someone then replied to Thomas and said, it's people like you that make it toxic. He said, okay, yeah, just me. I'm the only one for sure. No, you're not the only one. There are plenty of toxic YouTubers and toxic creators and toxic people on all different forms of social media, Instagram, Twitter. But you are the one out here like trying to like make yourself look better, but you're making yourself look worse at the same time. You cannot fight fire with fire. The only thing you can fight fire with is water. Like, the only thing that can drive out darkness is light, and you are trying to fight darkness with darkness, and that is not how it works. Thomas then says, just because I talk about mental health and my struggles with it does not mean you can try and diagnose and tell me who I am and how I act. Unwarranted advice regarding mental health is crossing a boundary. I'm sharing my story in progress, not asking for opinions on my mental health. See, that's my whole thing. I'm not giving you an opinion on your mental health. What I'm telling you is that what you're doing is wrong. You are using mental health as a crutch, and as someone that has suffered immensely from mental health issues, a bipolar disorder, anxiety, crippling depression, what you are doing on a platform that you have of over 500,000 people is disturbing. Why in your right mind you would think that it would be okay for you to act the way that you do and then turn around and try to victimize yourself in the name of mental illness or mental health is fucking disgusting, Thomas. And that is something that you need to learn. And I don't know, maybe it's the age gap between him and I, but like this younger generation, I feel like they will do anything to try to feel like they are being a victim in a situation, or they are being like hurt. They will do anything to try to turn something around and not take the blame. It is okay. If you mess up, own your truth, own it. People will respect you more if you own what you did and the way that you acted. But you just want to sugarcoat stuff and hide behind the gaze, hide behind the gaze of mental health, and that is not cool. That is not nobody like diagnosing you. Nobody is saying you have this, this, and this. Not from what I've seen. Not any reputable drama channel that I have ever interacted with has ever said anything like that. He then says, it's sad that we live in a society where mental health is literally belittled, mocked, and eye-rolled at. People seriously suffer every fucking day with deep shit, and if you struggle with any mental disorder, you should know better. You're taking the words out of my mouth. You should know better as a content creator with the platform that you have than to get on Twitter or in a YouTube video and spew shit that makes you look really bad. You are defining the stereotype that people set for mental disorders and mental health. That is what is wrong. So, and until you can honestly like realize what you're doing and how you're acting is wrong, there is no help for you. Like, I honestly feel like you don't think that you've done anything wrong. You are trying to rationalize the way that you've acted, and it's blatantly clear that you don't want to take any blame in anything that you've done, even though that you said on numerous occasions that you take the blame, but you haven't. It's always been, I've done this, but it's never, I've done this, I'm sorry. Or I've done this, and I've done this to try to make it better and to try to cope and try to make myself a better person. That's what you don't get, Thomas. That is what you're missing. Someone then tweeted to Thomas and said, dude, I mean this in the nicest possible way. You need to delete your Twitter app for a while and get some peace and health off social media. I have severe PTSD and I had to do the same thing for 6 to 8 months. You're all over the board and need to sort it out offline. Thomas replied and said, I know you mean well, but no. This was sound advice from someone that has suffered from PTSD. If you guys don't know, and you probably don't because I have a whole bunch of new subscribers, and if you've made it this far into this video, like, I appreciate you listening to me ramble. But my partner has severe PTSD, and my camera is about to cut off. Let me just stop this and get on to the next. My partner Eric has severe PTSD from something very, very, very traumatic that happened to him as a child. I'm not going to discuss it, it's not my place. There are times when he completely shuts down and wants to be isolated, and although that may not be the healthiest thing, it is the healthiest thing for him at that point in time, because I know just how this stuff can affect people. I don't know if Thomas has PTSD. I don't know exactly what Thomas has or what he goes through. Like I said, I'm not trying to diagnose Thomas. I'm just looking at this from a real person perspective, and I want the best for everybody. Ultimately, even if I get on here and I drag somebody to hell, and it sounds like I've said some mean things in this video, and I did not mean them that way, I want the best for Thomas, but I also want him to realize what he is doing and the way that he is acting is not right. And until he can do that, until he can put it out into the world that he may have been wrong, or he may have reacted in a certain way wrong, especially with his subscribers and supporters, because this blocking spree and blocking people that he doesn't agree with, that is not the right way to go about it. That's my opinion. But if Thomas Halbert is going to quit YouTube, if he is going to leave YouTube as a whole, I wish him well. I don't want him to leave. I just want him to do better, and him repeating this vicious cycle over and over and over again until like he puts some kind of effort into it and he owns exactly what it is that he's done with himself. He don't even have to do it on YouTube. Let's just be real. Everything doesn't have to be on the internet. I don't see the potential for any possible growth. So unless something really, really crazy happens with Thomas Halbert, I probably will not be reporting on him anymore, just because I want to let this guy rest, because I feel like he is not in the right headspace for all of this, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. But I do feel like this is a product of his own actions. And like I've said before, own your truth, own your shit, and it will make you a better person. But you guys, I know this video was incredibly long. I know it is really, really strange. I don't think I've done this very well. I apologize. I wanted it to be cute, but it did not happen. I've got a mess here on my bed. I've got powdered sugar. I've got like face cleanser all over and all of that. I'm gonna go wash this off of my face, and maybe I might leave that first part in the video. Maybe I might not. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.